Today, we'll explore Graham Weaver's remarkable journey from a traditional corporate setting to a life fueled by authentic purpose. Let's start with that pivotal, momentous escape during a corporate offsite. Can you walk us through what made this event so transformative?
Absolutely. Weaver describes feeling trapped and overwhelmed at that offsite until he literally ran away both physically and metaphorically. That act wasn't just about fleeing discomfort, it was a catalyst for listening to his second voice, a quiet intuition that revealed a path beyond fear, driven conformity.
This idea of a second voice is compelling. How does Weaver distinguish it from the louder, survival-oriented voice most of us know?
Weaver frames it as an inner dialogue. The primal voice shouts warnings and urges caution, rooted in our evolutionary need for safety. In contrast, the second voice whispers possibilities and guidance, often overshadowed by fear, but ultimately steering us toward fulfillment if we choose to listen.
So, recognizing these internal voices seems foundational. How might someone begin discerning which voice is speaking, especially during high-stress moments like Weaver's own corporate crossroads?
That's a crucial question. Weaver suggests pausing to notice which voice feels expansive versus constrictive. The fear voice contracts our options, think of an animal recoiling, while the second voice feels like gentle encouragement. Mindfulness practices and journaling can help clarify which perspective is dominating.
Transitioning from self-awareness, Weaver introduces the vivid metaphor of taking the nail out of your head. What does this mean in practical terms, and why is it so challenging?
Metaphorically, the nail represents the collection of limiting beliefs, unresolved fears, or toxic habits that keep us stuck. Pulling it out is painful, like facing hard truths about ourselves, but necessary for true progress. Weaver notes that often, things feel worse before they improve, similar to cleaning a wound.
That resonates with psychological research on change. For example, studies show that confronting cognitive dissonance when your beliefs clash with actions triggers discomfort but also sparks growth. Can you provide an example of someone confronting their nail successfully?
Certainly. Weaver himself struggled with the fear of public failure while teaching at Stanford. By acknowledging his anxiety and pushing through initial setbacks, he gradually rewired his self-perception. Similarly, many clients report that naming and tackling their fears head-on unlocks new pathways they hadn't imagined.
Is there a systematic approach to identifying these limiting nails?
Reflection exercises, honest feedback from trusted peers, and even therapy can help. Weaver recommends asking, "What am I avoiding or